Plate meeting underway between Jeff Gregory of Wingate and Tom Griffin of Carson Newman. It means we are just about set for the final regular season home series for the Wingate Bulldogs baseball team. I'm Ben Robertson. Landon Harbin is alongside me today. The South Atlantic Conference softball tournament rolls on from Wingate, North Carolina on this fine Saturday morning. And today, the Wingate Bulldogs take on the Tusculum Pioneers, the two squads that won their matchups yesterday. I'm Ben Robertson. Landon Harbin is alongside me. And Landon, today we see Haley Scott take the circle after a lights-out effort from Sydney Kale in the circle yesterday for the Bulldogs. She faces a Tusculum team riding high, a huge momentum-boosting win. 3 runs scored in the 7th inning yesterday to claim the win over Lenore Rhine. How can Scott continue the momentum Kale built yesterday for the Dogs in the circle against this hot Tusculum lineup? Carson Newman, a game behind Wingate and Coker, fighting for that number 2 seed in the SAC tournament. But here, Kellen Hoover, a 1-2-3 start to his day. We'll go to the top of the Wingate order. Isaiah Williams-Ram, Cam Harris, and Sean Barnett to lead things off for the Dogs. Bottom half of the first coming up. 2-0 deal from Pridmore. Lined back into right field. Hit sharply past Harrison Travis at first base. And with 1 out, Wingate has 1 man on.
The plate, but want to stay a little disciplined too.
1-0. Pitch, chop to Reagan Lyles. She makes the play. Wingate's headed to Sunday. A gem of a game thrown by Haley Scott. She goes the distance, strikes out 12, only allowing 1 run. Bulldogs move on in this SAC tournament. Back live from Ron Christopher Stadium in Wingate, North Carolina, and set for first pitch in this South Atlantic Conference matchup. Game 1 of the series this weekend, and the first pitch to the plate comes from Kellen Hoover, missing upstairs. Count will start 1-0 to Kai Holiday, the center fielder, who's lived in this leadoff spot for the Bears. Hoover kicking the pitch on the 1-0, and it's in for a strike. Hoover touched on his numbers there in the pregame last week, a week ago, at UVA Wise. Another excellent outing for him. 7 2/3 innings of work. Gave up just 2 runs on the outing on 4 hits, striking out 5, and improved his season record to 6-1. 1-2 count here to Kai Holiday. Holiday check swing, able to foul it off into the netting. And he'll step back in. Like I said, he's lived in this leadoff spot for the Bears, a .330 hitter on the year with a .506 on-base percentage. He's really the leader once he gets on base in terms of stealing bases for the team. 11 on his campaign so far. Here, lines one into right field. One hops into the glove of Ricky Clark, and Holiday's aboard to start this game for Lenore Rhine. We go to Cole Leskowski, the second baseman in the 2-hole. The lefty will step in now. Man aboard just like that to first. Laskowski on his year, a .349 hitter with 11 doubles, 1 homer, and 36 RBIs. Really, this top half of the Lenore Rhine order can seriously swing the sticks. Holiday, Laskowski, the DH, Sal Caricato, and Blake Bean. I mean, those top 4 really some intimidating presences. Just in look at the averages and we'll look at what they've done, not just this year, but the last couple of years offensively for the Bears. Hoover, slight glance to the runner at first, then a deal to the plate. Fouled off by Laskowski. To the left of our press box here, straight behind the plate. Like I said in the pregame, the rain was coming in about an hour ago, pushed the start time of this one back, but it's really cleared up to be a pretty gorgeous night here in North Carolina. 1-1 will be on the way from Hoover. Misses low with the slider, just below the knees, and it's 2-1. For Hoover, talked about him this year so far, but I mean, it's just settled into this Friday night role really well, as here he checks on Holiday at first after Coming to Wingate from Florida Southwestern College from the JUCO ranks. He's just found his way excellently up in the top 5 in terms of the league in ERA. Kicking the pitch. Big hack. Comes up empty from Laskowski. Laskowski really who's working against Hoover right now. I mean, the classic second baseman on this Lenoir-Rhyne team. Well over 300 batting average his last couple years. Plays the second base role very well as well for the Bears. Holiday taken off from first and slides in safe. Lane Rhodes behind the dish. Had the throw, but just a little bit high, and Corville starting at shortstop today. Couldn't haul it in, wouldn't probably have mattered anyway, and Holiday able to bump himself over with the steal, make that his 12th of the year. At the plate, Laskowski was struck out. And we'll go to Sal Caricato. The DH for Lenoir-Rhyne is averaged down a little bit from a 369 team high a season ago, but has already surpassed his home run and RBI numbers. Big hack there. Comes up empty for the 315 hitter so far this year. 7 doubles, 12 homers, and 42 RBIs. Those 12 home run and 42 RBI numbers, team highs for this campaign. But on the first 2 pitches from Hoover, Caricato finding air with a couple big cuts. 0-2 just like that. And Hoover, after allowing the leadoff man aboard, hoping to settle in here in the inning. 0-2 kicking the pitch. Misses outside, looking for the outer edge. Last couple pitches from Hoover. Fastballs, one in the zone, one out of it. And the Long Island native, right-handed batter, will stand in here against Hoover, who checks back at the runner at second. Holiday dancing. Hoover will work at the plate. Caricato, another big hack. This time just got a piece of it to keep himself alive in the count. The foul ball skimmed off his bat, smacked off Lane Rhodes behind the dish, then rolled towards the backstop. For Caricato, the Herkimer Community College transfer, second year now on this Lenoir-Rhyne team. The JUCO transfers, big theme of this Bears squad. Big JUCO flavor. A lot of guys that have really stepped in and now been with the Bears for a year or two, but started their careers at the JUCO ranks and have really just settled in nicely in Hickory. Hoover, of course, the JUCO man, transferred in himself. Even count pitch. This is way inside from Hoover with the fastball. And Caricato has got to scoot out of the way. Caricato rocking the American flag arm sleeve on the left arm. We were joking pregame. We were curious. We'd see if that sleeve made its way out to the actual game or if it was just a warm-up attire. Here, Caricato tries to hold himself up on the full count pitch, but Hoover able to slot it in. He's got back-to-back strikeouts now. And after, again, like I said, letting the leadoff man get aboard in Kai Holiday, couple Ks for Hoover. Remember, was excellent a week ago. He's really been excellent all season long. 6-1. His ERA is below 3. We go to Blake Bean in the 4-hole. Bean looking to drop down a bunt. Williams-Rem charging forward from third. Throw won't be in time. With 2 outs in the inning, Blake Bean puts men on the corners for Lenoir-Rhyne. Bumping Holiday over to third. Steps up Tyler McPeak, the first baseman. You see that bunt dropped down right there by Bean. This Bears team, when they take pregame BP, make sure the last batter that steps in of their rotation, last pitch he gets, dropping down a bunt. So kind of part of the game plan. Want to make sure the whole order versed in those situations. And there with the 2 outs, Bean just places one perfectly. Overchecked on Bean, and now we'll work at the plate. McPeak takes a hack. McPeak, the team leader, In terms of batting average for LR, 381 on his season so far, 12 doubles, 7 homers, and 41 RBIs. Here trying to extend this top of the first for LR and perhaps put a run up on the board. Over again, check over to first. Bean's got to dive back in. Still 0-1 is the count. Hoover delivery to the plate. Big hack. Comes up empty from McPeak. And Hoover, after blowing a fastball by him, is in perfect position here to retire the side in the first. Again, we'll check at Bean. Just a couple looks over there, and now the deal on the 0-2. Sails on him a little bit. In above the letters. McPeak still alive in the count. McPeak, one of the transfers on the team, but a non-JUCO transfer. Came to LR from Campbell as a pickoff throw. Again, we'll hold Bean there at first, but can't get him out. Hoover will have a 1-2. Pitch incoming. Missing up and in. Count evens up. Remember, Wingate entering this one just 2 games behind the leaders in the conference in Catawba. Bulldogs 15-6 in league play. Catawba 17-4. For Lenore Ryan, really just right on the edge of SAC tournament contention in that 8 spot as McPeak here takes one for a ride down the right field line, but it won't stay fair for him. Landing out in the Lenore Ryan bullpen. And he steps back in. We'll do it again with the 2-2. Hoover the deal. Fouled off. Bean was off with the pitch. He'll have to retreat. And McPeak will continue to battle. Hoover. Deal. Gets away from him. Low and away. Rhodes a good job to reach out for it and corral it. Because remember, Holiday down at third still with men on the corners here for LR. It's been threatening through this at-bat. Full count pitch. Gonna be a big one from Hoover. Forces a swing, but grounded to left field. Home comes Holiday, and he's knocked in by an RBI single from Tyler McPeak.